Hi and welcome to MRTV Experience Report number 2 in English. I'm really happy that we can make this happen. Nando,
Thank
good
you,
to have you
Sebastian.
here.
Thank you very much.
Nando is from Amsterdam,
From Netherlands.
from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you came all the way to Dortmund, which on Sundays is not really interesting.
It was also rainy outside.
Rainy. It's like
Yeah.
a bad place to be. Germany on Sundays, nothing is open, just the MRTV experience.
Yes.
So amazing. You came all the way from the Netherlands to Germany to check out all of the VR headsets.
We did,
Right? And you have just done it, and I would like to ask you, was it worth it to come here?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah?
I really wanted to visit you, and I really believe in what you did. And you were really kind to us, to me and my girlfriend, and you showed us all the headsets, and there's great hospitality,
Okay.
and we really got a chance to experience all the headsets and
that's-
really compare them. And
so happy that
and I
you
was
enjoyed
really
it.
looking for that. So
Perfect.
thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, by the way, if you don't know yet what I'm doing next to the YouTube channel, I'm allowing people to come here to the MRTV headquarters in Dortmund, Germany, to try all the headsets. And if you want to do that as well, simply go to mrtvexperience.com and you can book your slot as well, and you can try out all of the headsets. So you are a big fan of virtual reality.
I am, yeah.
And you are a simmer. You
I
like
am.
you
Flight
like
sims.
flight sims.
I'm
And-
really, really in love with flight sims.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, everything started off with you trying it somewhere, like some years ago.
Yeah, so my story began like 5 or 6 years ago. I was at a flight simulator event, and they had the concept model of the Rift.
DK1 or 2.
DK1, I believe.
Right.
And I can still remember putting it on, and it was so much screen door effect. It was
Okay.
like terrible, but the experience was amazing, and I was sold at that time. And then a few years later, I got a couple of more experiences in the actual Rift.
Right.
And I knew that I wanted virtual reality. And
Okay.
I didn't have the BV system
Right.
at that time. So this
Right.
last year, I believe in April, I was on day one, I had my Oculus Quest.
Right. And
I
how do you
love
like
it.
it?
I love
You
it.
love
I really love it. I play so much. I play with my girlfriend,
Yeah.
Beat Saber,
Yeah,
and
right.
the bomb diffusal
Yeah, right,
app. That's
right,
great. Never expecting though that Oculus Link would come out, and it was a surprise for me. And in the meantime, I did buy a BV system,
Okay.
and now I use
Okay.
the Oculus Quest exclusively for
Wow.
flight sims.
That's
And
so interesting.
I fly X-Plane and DCS,
Right.
so I'm really happy with the quality of
Okay.
the Oculus Link. But
You
I
want
know
you want more.
I want
You've heard
more.
there's
I
more
want
stuff
more.
out there.
Yeah, so it was just a logical choice. I believe in what you do, and it was the logical choice for me to come here to Dortmund
Oh,
and
man, it's
test
amazing.
other headsets and really compare the quality between them.
Right.
And I did that. So
I know. And you were like interested in all these headsets which
Yeah.
have a higher resolution, like the HP Reverb that
Right.
you tried first.
Yeah.
And then you wanted to see the index because everyone was kind of like happy about the index.
Right.
And then you also wanted to see the Pimax.
Yeah.
And you tried the pre-production model
Yes.
of the Pimax
Yeah.
8KX here. So how about we start probably with the HP Reverb, because that was the first one
Yeah.
that you tried.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
My first thought was that, okay, I can definitely see that the pixels are there, but I think I was expecting even a little bit more, how do you say that? I was expecting less screen door effect.
Okay.
So the first thing I also said to you is that, I still see screen door effect.
Right.
And then at one point you mentioned that, do you see the Mura? And you
Mura,
started
yes.
to explain what the Mura was.
Right.
And once I saw the Mura,
Mura,
I couldn't unsee it.
I'm so sorry I told you about
Yeah.
that. I shouldn't tell anyone, so they would
Yeah.
love that.
So but then I hear that a lot of people say that the comfort of the HP Reverb is low. Actually, I found it to be a really comfortable headset.
Okay.
So
It's very light, right? For your head, it was
great.
perfect.
It was great. I had a great experience in it where we had the Google Earth
Right,
app,
Google
or
Earth.
the Google Earth experience. I think that was great. The controls were great.
But how about the FOV?
The FOV was comparable to what I have right now in
right.
the Oculus Quest. It's
right.
narrow, yeah.
So you didn't even think about it because it was just the same as what you are used to, right?
Yeah. I was impressed with the quality of the pixels, the resolution, but I couldn't say anything about the field of view. It was like normal for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so better resolution, but not still what you had hoped for when you went into the HP Reverb.
A little bit disappointed because of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then we went over and tried the Valve Index. Tell me about your experiences. Everything.
Great.
Okay.
Great. I love the resolution. There's still screener effect, but it's great. I could push the lenses real close to my eyes. You definitely have a wider field of view. It's great. And the controllers, the knuckle controllers, they feel great. You can individually move your fingers.
Right.
You can do it. And actually, we've flown X-Plane in the Index. I liked it. I liked it so much.
Cool.
It was great. Yeah.
You helped to set everything up to be right.
Yeah, and I needed to help you set it up.
Right.
But also the sound. The sound of the Index is great. I really loved the balance of the Index.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was just floating over your ears and still was a good sound.
Yeah, there was bass, bass, and there was a lot of detail and richness. And also when we went on a trip in the Cessna, you had a more immersive feeling because of the sound. And that's what I mean with balance. You need to have balance in a headset.
Okay.
So I really love that. And also my first time
with the Index.
Carrying the Index, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the comfort of the Index.
It was like angels kissing me. It was really soft.
Wow. That's a good thing to say, right?
And I did say that.
Wow.
It's balanced. It's great.
Okay.
For my face, for my eyes, it was great. It felt good. Sound was good. The picture clarity was good. I could read all the instrument, at least the larger instrument. I could read better than I currently can with Oculus Quest. The controllers were fine.
How about the FOV? We have a bit bigger FOV with the Index.
A little bit better. I liked it. You get used to the bigger FOV so quickly because I noticed it, and I think I could also see the edges of the monitors, of the screens in the headset. Right. But if that doesn't bother you, you really have a lot of field of view. And I also noticed that you have a lot of vertical field of view as well.
Okay.
Added. So great experience.
Right. How about the sweet spot? Did you find it directly with the Index, or did you have to fiddle? How was it? Can you remember?
I believe instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah, I couldn't see you fiddle a lot.
No, it was on it, and I made a joke about it feels really soft.
Yeah.
And it was nice fitting, and
you were happy
instantly.
I can tell you were super happy with the comfort. You were like, wow.
Yeah, I was happy.
I was
really
happy, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool, very nice. So it was a good experience.
Yeah, indeed.
The Valve Index, everything. Is there anything you could criticize about the Valve Index now when you think about it?
It's really difficult, actually.
What's the light leakage? Could you see light leakage? Or?
Oh, well, actually, I don't know how you call it, but I saw these...
God rays.
God rays.
Yeah,
I saw God rays,
yeah.
and that distracted me just a little bit.
Okay.
But it's the same thing as the mirror. If you know it's there, you're gonna look. You're gonna look for it. You know, you can't unsee it.
Right.
And to be honest, I used the Oculus Quest in Flight Simulator, and you have sometimes God rays there too, and I always see them. So
in the high contrast scenes, you will see.
It's just part of VR, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So good experience with the Valve Index. Now you are really excited to try out the Pimax 8KX.
Oh, I was really
pre-production model.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we have to say that, right? It's not the final unit. They're still going to make some changes to it.
Yeah.
Tell our viewers your thoughts.
I didn't expect to experience the Pimax 8KX when I was coming in. I really hoped for it. And to be honest, I was not really impressed. And I want to be really honest here, is that it took a very long time to set up the lenses correctly, because I constantly had the feeling that I couldn't see clear. And don't get me wrong, the pixels are there. It's a little step up compared to the HP Reverb. You could still see screen door effect, but it took me a very long time to find me IPD. And
your first time on the Pimax, your first Pimax ever.
Actually, it's my first time on a Pimax ever.
Okay.
When we were like tinkering with it 5 minutes, then the lenses started fogging up. So I felt a little bit, how do you say that? Not overwhelmed, but a little bit bothered by it. It took a long time. Okay. Compared to the index, it was like, oh man, great. And here it was like tinkering, and I wasn't sure if I was seeing sharply. And so it's a little bit...
right. So it took time to set it up.
It took time to set it up.
But then you did find like a sweet spot, and you find the IPD right, even though it was not correctly to your actually IPD. Yeah. You said like, the reading was not right?
Yeah, I know exactly my IPD. Okay. It's like 62.8, and I actually had to turn it down to 59.9 to have the good feeling from for my eyes.
Pre-production model.
Pre-production model. So and indeed. Next, a lot of fiddling to find the sweet spot, but because somehow I got the feeling that there was a really small sweet spot, and I kept pulling the mask up because it was cumbersome. It was cumbersome, and then at some point it was good. Okay, and we had the clarity, and of course I wanted to test it in X-Plane. Right, and. At that point, I expected to read all the instruments, and even then, I could not read the smaller instruments, and I was expecting that.
All right. So first of all, let's say we used this on PyTool 1.0. I mean, PyTool for the quality settings 1.0. We used Steam super sampling 100%, and the texture quality was on maximum, just to be sure. Yeah. Okay, but compared to the index, was it clearer, or how was it?
The thing was that when we started flying, we had the sound muted. Right. So I told you, let's put up the sound, and it was like flying in a Coke can. And you started laughing when I said that, and it's not balanced. And I kept saying that. I feel that the index at this moment is the better headset. It's all about balance. It's how it feels on your face. In the index still, I could read the instruments just as well as with the Pimax AKX.
All right.
The sound is good. It's all about balance. And I'm really honest here. I was really expecting next level, and I'm sorry I was underwhelmed. I'm sorry.
Okay, it was like the audio of this pre-production model. We have to say this again and again just to make sure that everybody understands that you didn't try the final AKX. Right. They still told me they want to improve the speakers.
They should. I think they should.
They should. Okay.
Because I can look past the fiddling in the beginning, because at some point I had my IPD correctly. It didn't start to fogging up again, and I found the sweet spot, and then I started to enjoy the clarity, because there is definitely clarity.
You're right.
But then the sound kicks you out of the immersion, and it was. Yeah, it was like flying in a Coke can. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, well, you don't have to be sorry. This is your experience with this pre-production model. Right? So it's, you know what? For the viewers, this is amazing, because you are somebody who just tries the thing. You have nothing to do with Pimax. You have nothing to do with MRTV. You're just here to try the thing. Yeah. Right. So it's really great for people to get your impression, to hear the whole picture as somebody who wants to try it. And you said, okay, the audio quality that you experienced on this pre-production 8KX, it was like a Coke can.
It took me out. And if you can make that balance, so better audio quality. It's a pre-production model. I keep hearing. So if maybe they can do something with the lenses or with the fogging up, the moment you put it on, you have to have the feeling it's great.
Right. So for the fogging up, Was there any light leakage with the 8KX?
For my face, there was, but I believe I had a cover for people with glasses.
Right.
Yeah.
They will still fix it. They will still have a cover without those. So then there's nothing basically.
So I saw some light leakage, and when I put my fingers here and I closed the holes, even then the image would become a little bit more. Would become better.
Okay.
So there was a lot of tinkering to get it really clear.
So let's think. What if the 8KX now would have the sound like on the Valve Index?
Then they still need to do something about the lenses. I think it is the lenses because I could see really clear looking straight forward, but when I started to move my eyes, there was something about the lenses.
Okay.
The pixels are there. There's the tiniest bit of screener effect, but I couldn't see clear. And I also expected to read the instrument, the tiniest instruments.
Right.
And if people are looking for the best headset, I told you, I think you still need to buy the Valve Index.
Okay.
It felt so balanced to me.
Yeah. It's a great headset.
It is. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that's really like very valuable. It's really valuable to hear like a real person's opinion on that. Yeah. That's so valuable. People will enjoy these kind of interviews. I do these in German language all the time. And it's great to have this in English as well. Okay, so but how about the FOV?
That was definitely great.
You have the high clarity, right? Better than the HP Reverb, you said,
right?
And you have that high FOV. So how was that?
That was a great experience. I did still see some distortion. I did not have any experience with prior Pimax headsets.
The first time.
So I'll take your word for it that the distortion was worse with the older Pimax.
That's actually much better now.
Yeah, but that's something that a lot of people are going to like that. Okay. The wide field of view, especially when you are a flight sim fanatic like me or maybe a driving simulator, it's going to help you, but I need to add, it needs to be balanced because when I was flying with the Index, there was an increase of field of view. And at that point, it was enough for me. And if you then compare it to the field of view of the Pimax and include everything else like the sound and it needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced to have a good experience.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, in your opinion, the pre-production model of the Pimax 8KX not balanced enough for you. You would rather choose the Valve Index because it's more balanced and everything that you need.
Today, I would choose the Valve Index because it's balanced.
Okay.
It feels good. You can still read the instruments.
Right.
You have the added field of view, and you don't have tinkering. And the knuckle controllers are great.
Yeah.
And I think the Pimax has it in it to be a really good headset. But I feel it's a pre-production model.
Right.
They need to do a little bit more to it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Perfect, man. Thank you so much, Nando.
You're welcome, Sebastian.
I'm telling you, the people will love this interview because of a real first impression of this pre-production model.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I wish you a great way back home
to Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Thank you.
Where the stores are open on Sundays, which is
way
better.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you also want to experience the MRTV experience, then I would be very happy, of course, to have you over here in Germany. We have a direct flight from London if you are from the UK. It costs like £10 with Ryanair, and from Holland you can just come over in 2 or 3 hours. Right?
2-3 hours. Yeah. 3 hours drive from Amsterdam.
And it's so worth it, right?
I think it's worth it. You have to do it because you are very kind.
Thank you.
And you gave us all the opportunities to look at the headsets. Thank you. Really.
Thank you. So everyone's happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
And you too. And you should give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of show, this kind of format, the MRTV Experience Report. If you want more of it, then give it a thumbs up and give me and Nando your comments. Thank you. That's everything I got for this show. If you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, then why don't you do it now and click on the bell button so you don't miss anything. Thanks, Nando. And thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.